Welcome back to Stocklabs, another market recap. We've reached the tail end of August and we'll be heading into Labor Day weekend shortly. For the previous week, market did pretty well, not too bad. Actually, small caps were the leaders, up 3.6%. S&P up almost 1.5%, 1.44%. Dow up 1.3%, and the Qs lagged a little bit, only up 1%-ish. Bonds up also 1%, gold flat, and crude down. So, pretty risk-on week. If we look at the leadership stocks, wasn't a whole lot happening here. NVIDIA up almost 4%, pushes the year-to-date gain to 160%. It's kind of just far and away the leader out of most things, really, anything large. Tesla also up 2% for the week, but still down year to date. Google up 1.5%. Apple flattish. The rest kind of flattish. Microsoft was down a fraction, but nothing too serious there. And if we look at industries for this past week, they were green across the board. Industrials, the leader. Consumer also up 3%. Industrials were 3.4%. Healthcare was up 3%. Tech up 2%. Services up 2-ish. Financials little under 2%. Materials 1.5%. Utilities 1.4%. So pretty broad breadth from an industry perspective. And if we look at the subcategories here, best performers were, we got residential construction, drugs, some other healthcare stuff, nuclear, silver, solar, some other kind of industrial leaning things, rubber and plastics, trucks, manufacturing. And we've got a total of 21 sectors up over 5%, so that's pretty good for an up week. And on the downside, we don't really have hardly any. So I think there's 11 here that are even down, and they're not even down that much. Most of them are just fractionally down. And yeah, so strong week for the market overall. If we look at breadth by market cap, should also be pretty good. 1 to 5 billion cap companies up 3.4%. 5 to 10 billion up 3%. 10 to 50 billion up 2.4%. 50 to 100 billion up 1.9%. Terra caps 100 billion cap plus companies up 1.44%. So really solid breadth across the board, whether it was any, most industries were all up. Most stocks were all up if you just take sort of the average over $1 billion market cap. Even the smaller cap stuff was outperforming somewhat. We had 3-ish% for under 10 billion cap companies and 1.5-ish for 50 to 100 billion cap companies. For intelligence for this week, we've got semiconductors, Ethereum, some other Bitcoin fund, and inverse regional banks is inverse regional banks is bullish, so I guess we'd be bearish the regional banks this week if anybody cares about that at all. Let me invert this to see if anything on the downside is of note. Downside, we've got EVs and autonomous. Okay, bear semis is bearish. NVIDIA is bearish though. some crypto thing, and bull treasuries is bearish, so treasuries probably going to stall out, I guess. On the whole, I don't think you're going to see a whole lot of action this week. Market is kind of overbought. We have this reading as of Friday. But again, this is still the summertime sort of trading. Nothing really bad is going to happen, heading into Labor Day and the holiday weekend. So any kind of dip that comes in early or whatever, it's kind of going to be free money to buy it into the weekend. And volatility should get crushed all week. Wouldn't really expect anything other than that. So, yeah, once the Labor Day passes, then, the real trading will kind of begin or resume. And from there, we'll see what happens. But for now, smooth sailing into the end of the month and Labor Day. So that's all from me. Hope you guys have a good week out there, and we'll talk later. Bye.